In the North East, many of these seats are going to be decided by Labour leavers, I think.
Yeah.
And people here traditionally cannot vote Conservative because of generational issues, and so they may fall out into the Brexit Party. Why shouldn't they do that? Why should they come to you?
Well, I mean, first, you're absolutely right that the referendum result and honouring that result is hugely important to people across the country, but especially here in the North East. You can feel it. You feel it on the doorstep. It's one of the first issues that comes up. And people know that Labour will not honour the referendum, because what Labour are saying, let's think about this, they're saying that they will have negotiate some other deal, not the deal that we've got, which is a good deal that lets us leave on our terms. They will negotiate another deal, then put it to a referendum. Their referendum will be two choices: remain or remain. They're not interested in leaving, and they are absolutely ideological about this. They will not be interested in what the people of the North East have said. That's why even today they're sort of panicking, thinking that people have found out. They finally have discovered Labour want to offer two choices, which are remain and remain. Because
their deal would be a customs union, is that right?
Well, because it's either, with their options, it's either going to be remain or remain in all but name only, and that is absolutely letting down the British people. We can prosper massively when we leave the EU. We've just got to have a stable government with a majority, which we can offer, and leave with our deal.
My colleagues have done all the serious stuff.
I've had two questions. You've just had two questions.
Can I ask you about your curry last night, please? Because I do.
It was a fantastic curry.
What was particularly memorable about it?
It was actually it was the quality of the food and the excellent service.
Right.
And
what did you have?
What was it called?
That was Cafe Spice.
Cafe Spice.
Okay.
It was very, very nice. What did I have?
Yeah.
I had deli karai chicken.
Right. This is the important stuff.
It was very, very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, we're responding to what we're hearing on the doorstep. People here are desperate to move on with Brexit. They want us to see leaving the EU, but with a deal, and only the Conservatives are offering that. And they also want to see that because they know it will free up the government to focus on so many other things that are important to them, such as investing in the NHS, and that's what we're doing here locally in the North East, getting more police officers on the streets, and also spending more on schools and education. Now, we can do all this. We've started delivering on this already, but to keep doing it, we've got to keep the economy strong, and local people here understand that.
So, the 10 years of Conservative-led austerity, what exactly does a place like Teesside have to show for that?
Well, what the whole country has to show, including Teesside, is that after 10 years of hard work of the British people, our economy has recovered. We've had a decade of recovery. We've got the lowest unemployment rate in our country in 44 years, including here in Teesside. We've got more people employed than ever before. We've got wages rising faster than inflation. We've got record levels of inward investment. None of this happens by accident. It happens when you've got a government that has the right policies working with local people. And all of this is at risk if we have a Labour government, because every Labour government has led to an economic crisis. The results will be devastating for the people of Teesside and the North East.
Thank you. Next.
One of the main things on Teesside is the amount of food bank use that has gone up in the last 10 years of Tory government. What are you going to do to reduce the number of people using food banks?
Well, no one wants to see anyone using a food bank. Of course not. And that is something that when you're in government, whether it's me, my colleagues, that you think about how can you help people with poverty, with the challenges that they face. And there's no shortcuts to this. The best way to do this is, in a sustainable way, is to have a growing economy that is creating jobs. And with the unemployment rate now down to its lowest level in 44 years, creating more jobs than ever before. Here in the North East, since 2010, 70,000 new jobs, 30,000 new businesses. That's how people can move away from poverty and have a better outlook for themselves and their family. There's no shortcut to this. And we've had a jobs boom under the Conservatives. Almost on average, since 2010, 1,000 new jobs created each day. That will all end with a Labour government. As we've just heard today, again, worth reminding people, every Labour government has left unemployment higher than when it came into office. We're going to keep the economy strong by keeping a focus on the country's finances and make sure we don't risk those. We're going to back businesses so that they can prosper, including in areas. Look at this fantastic company that we're in today, a manufacturing company, and that will all benefit the North East. But in particular in the North East, where you've got Conservative leadership, so think of the work that Ben Houchen is doing, for example, as the mayor in the Tees Valley, the development corporations he's set up, the work he's done with the local airport, the jobs that's already creating. You need good local leadership. And where the North East has been let down bitterly in the last few years is with local Labour leadership, whether that's with Labour councils, Labour MPs. They don't care about the North East, they care about playing ideological games. Look what they're doing now. They're talking about raising taxes on, they claim, only on the richest. It will be taxes on the many, not the few, under Labour, and we will all pay the price, just like last time.